So one of my really close friends couldn't put on muscle. He was lifting 5 days a week, eating what he thought was high protein, drinking protein shakes, doing everything right on paper, and nothing was happening. Months of consistent hard work, no progress. He felt super frustrated, maybe thought there was something wrong with his gut health. So then we hacked things. We changed one thing and his recovery sped up, his training started actually landing, and he started seeing changes in muscle mass and weight gain that he hadn't been able to achieve before. This video is about that one thing and about why so many people are doing protein completely wrong without realizing it. Whether you're trying to put on muscle, hold on to muscle as you age, or you're on a medication like Ozempic and watching your lean mass disappear, this matters more than you think. Most of what you think about protein is probably wrong. Let's get into it. Here's the first thing that's going to flip how you actually think about this. We don't actually eat protein. I know that sounds weird based off what we've been taught. Steak is protein, right? Chicken is protein. Whey powder is protein. But here's what's actually happening. Those foods contain protein, but your body cannot use that protein directly. It doesn't just go into your cells, not as protein. The protein in your steak is not the protein in your body. They're completely different. What you're actually eating when you eat protein-rich food is amino acids, bundled up into long chains. Your body's job is to break those chains apart, free the individual amino acids, and then rebuild them into the proteins your body needs. Muscle protein, skin protein, enzymes, hormones, neurotransmitters, antibodies, tens of thousands of different proteins that your body builds every single day from scratch using the amino acids you ate. My mentor, the expert functional medicine practitioner I've trained under for over a decade, puts it this way. We don't eat protein. We eat foods that contain amino acids, which allow our bodies to produce protein. That distinction matters more than almost anything else in nutrition. So how does it actually work? How do you get from a piece of chicken to muscle on your body? It starts in your stomach. Remember from video 1, your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. That acid does 3 jobs. It kills bacteria, it activates digestive enzymes, and it starts breaking down protein. Specifically, the acid wakes up an enzyme called pepsin, which begins splitting the long protein chains apart. From the stomach, partially broke down protein moves into your small intestine. Your pancreas releases more enzymes that finish the job, cutting the chains down further and further until what's left is an individual amino acids. Just the building blocks, free, separated, ready to absorb. These amino acids then pass through your gut wall into your bloodstream and head straight to your liver. The liver is where the magic happens. It sorts the amino acids, takes inventory, and starts assembling them into specific proteins your body needs that day. Here's where it gets interesting. If your stomach acid is low, which we covered in video 1, this whole process breaks down at step 1. You eat the steak, you feel full, the protein never fully breaks down. You absorb a fraction of the amino acids. This is a big part of why my friend couldn't put on muscle. He was eating the protein, but he just wasn't absorbing it. Now here's the part most people never learn. There are around 20 amino acids your body uses. Out of those, 9 are essential. That means your body can't make them. You have to eat them. The other 11 your body can build internally, but only if it has enough raw material to work with. That's how it works in practice. Imagine your liver as a combination lock. To open the lock, to actually build a complete protein, every single essential amino acid has to be present, all 9, at the same time. If even one is missing, the lock doesn't open. The protein doesn't get built. Whatever amino acids you do have just get burned for energy or excreted. This is why people on incomplete plant proteins sometimes struggle. Rice alone is missing some essential amino acids. Beans alone are missing different ones. But rice and beans together, complete protein. Your body has everything it needs. The lock opens. Animal proteins, eggs, fish, chicken, beef, are typically complete on their own. They contain all 9 essential amino acids in usable ratios. That's why traditional cultures all over the world built their diets around them. My mentor uses another analogy I love. Your body is like an assembly line. Imagine the assembly line is making something with 8 critical parts. If you leave out one screw this month, a nut next month, the widget still rolls off the assembly line. But the moment you try to use it, it falls apart. That's what's happening at the cellular level when your protein intake is technically high, but incomplete. You're building things that just don't work. Now I want to talk to you about who this matters most for, because protein is having a major moment right now. And most people getting the message are missing the absorption layer underneath it. If you're a woman over 35, you're hearing more and more about muscle loss with age, hormonal changes, less efficient protein synthesis, slower recovery. The wellness world is screaming at you to eat more protein. And that's good advice. But if your stomach acid is dropping with age, which it is for most adults over age 40, eating more protein doesn't help you if you're not breaking it down. The amino acid layer is what protects your lean mass over time. If you're on a GLP-1 like Ozempic or Mounjaro, listen up. Clinical studies on these medications show that 25 to 40% of the weight you lose on them is lean mass, not fat, muscle, bone, connective tissue. That's a significant problem if you're not actively protecting against it. Doctors are now routinely telling GLP-1 patients to prioritize protein intake and resistance training. But the same digestion challenge applies. These medications slow down stomach emptying, which can compromise protein breakdown. Free-form amino acids bypass that entire problem. If you're recovering from injury, surgery, or illness, your body is rebuilding tissue right now. The combination lock has to open every few minutes to repair what's damaged. Your body needs all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios in easily absorbable forms, immediately available to your tissues. This is the highest need scenario in all of nutrition. The amino acid science doesn't change based on who you are. The urgency does. Let me paint you a picture that makes this real. You finish your workout, you're sweaty, tired, your muscles are screaming for repair. There's a window, call it the next 2 hours, where your body is primed to grab amino acids and start building. You have 2 options. Option 1, drive home, blend a smoothie, frozen fruit, yogurt, a scoop of whey protein, maybe some honey. Drink it. It's about 500 calories, it feels healthy, but here's what's actually happening. The whey has to be broken down, and whey is one of the more bioavailable proteins, but it still takes time. The sugar in that smoothie is spiking your insulin. Your stomach has to process all of it. By the time your amino acids actually hit your bloodstream, maybe 2 hours later, the prime recovery window has narrowed. Now, option 2. You take 4 capsules of our complete amino acid complex with a simple sugar molecule like coconut water. You can either drink this at the gym or on the way home from the gym or at home. They are absorbed in about 15 minutes into your bloodstream. The exact building blocks your muscles need, available right away. No digestive load, no bottleneck, same body, same workout, completely different bioavailability of amino acids. This is what I mean when I say form matters as much as substance. Often these whey proteins will show the amino acid profile as if they're the same amino acids in a product like this, but the form matters so much for how much it absorbs. It's all about how fast and how much of it can be used by the body. So what should you actually do with all this? Food first. Real complete proteins from real food are so important in your diet. Eggs, fish, grass-fed meat from properly sourced sources, organic chicken, well-combined plant proteins like beans and rice and hummus and pita. Build a complete amino acid profile in every meal. Aim for protein at every meal, not just dinner. Digestion matters. If you're eating protein and feeling bloated, heavy, or like nothing's happening, your stomach acid might be the bottleneck, or push back that fruit smoothie away from when you eat the protein. Chew your food. Skip drinking a lot of water with meals. Everything we covered in video 1. Form matters when food isn't enough. Women over 35 protecting lean body mass, athletes pushing hard, older adults losing muscle, people on GLP-1s, people recovering from illness or surgery, anyone whose digestion is compromised. In those contexts, free-form amino acids are dramatically more effective than whole food protein alone. And they bypass that digestive bottleneck completely. Because remember, your body is rebuilding itself every single day. The amino acids you ate today are the muscle, skin, organ, and brain tissue you will have a year from now. We are walking chemistry, and amino acids are the building blocks of every single thing in your body that isn't water or fat. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. We're gonna go deep on every part of how your body actually works, what to eat, what your body actually does with it, and why some people thrive on the same diet that fails others. Because once you understand how your body works, you stop being a passenger, you start being the builder. I'll see you in the next video.